to see Jesus as the Savior.
The Yoido Full Gospel Church serves our nation and the world. The world's largest church with 800,000 members is recorded in the Guinness Book of World Records. Considered as the Holy Land of the Holy Spirit movement and church growth by many world Christians. Established by one of the greatest evangelists in the world, Dr. Yonggi Cho. The Yoido Full Gospel Church did not have a grandiose beginning. In 1958, Pastor Yonggi Cho and his future mother-in-law, Che Ja-shil, planted a worn-out tent church with only 5 members. Dr. Yonggi Cho personally experienced extreme poverty and despair resulting from the Korean War and encouraged depressed people with a message of hope. We can do it. It is possible. Let us try. When Dr. Yonggi Cho prayed for sick people, great miracles happened, and the paralyzed and crippled stood up and walked. With this humble beginning, the Yoido Full Gospel Church has harvested a tremendous revival from 5 members to 800,000. The secret of the rapid growth of the Yoido Full Gospel Church is the cell group system and prayer movement.
아들이 화가 난 듯 물었습니다. 완전한 인간이시다.
The cell group system of the Yoido Full Gospel Church has become a role model for many churches in Korea and around the world. The enthusiastic Full Gospel prayer movement has set the foundation for church growth. At the Osan-ri Che Ja-shil Memorial Fasting Prayer Mountain, established in 1973, the fire of prayer has always been burning. Every year, 1.5 million Christians visit Korea from around the world to experience the gifts of the Holy Spirit through fasting prayer. The FGTV department of the Yoido Full Gospel Church broadcasts domestically and worldwide. Dr. Yonggi Cho's typical programs are Invitation to Happiness, World Mission Today, Bible Lectures of Dr. Cho, and the English program pastor David Cho, and they have been broadcast in Korea and throughout the world. Dr. Lee Young-hoon's programs, which are With the Holy Spirit and Only Jesus, have been broadcast around the world over satellite, cable TV, the internet, and IPTV. Like Jesus, the Yoido Full Gospel Church has been serving and loving in various ways.
대피소에 가서 지금 지내고 있는 상황입니다. 이슬람위기가 밀고 들어와갖고 온 지역이 다 이렇게 피해를 입은 지역을 우리가 지금 와서 보고 있습니다.
The Full Gospel Businessmen's Mission Federation is an organization of 50,000 businessmen. The Elim Vocational Training School provides professional training. The Elim Care Center cares for the elderly who have no place to go. Full Gospel Hospice Care cares for terminal patients. Free operations for children with heart disease has provided 4,400 free operations during the past 28 years. Interdenominational support for pioneer churches in farming and fishing villages in Korea. In addition, to convey love to our North Korean brethren, we're establishing the Pyongyang Cho Yonggi Heart Hospital. The Yoido Full Gospel Church has not only contributed greatly to Korean Christianity with an explosive revival, but it also concentrates on the establishment of a new Christian culture. The Full Gospel Family newspaper represents the Yoido Full Gospel Church. Full Gospel Television is the representative for Dr. Cho's domestic and world mission broadcasting. The Gukmun Ilbo national newspaper has united all Korean churches. Hansei University is raising up global Christian leaders. The Full Gospel Yongsan Theological Seminary and Yongsan Camp for Youth Training. Dr. Yonggi Cho cherished a great vision for world missions in his early ministry and has traveled around the world 115 times in the past 50 years. He has preached in 370 cities in 72 countries. The Yoido Full Gospel Church's enthusiasm for world missions has no end.
The blood of Jesus Christ is powerful. Y la sangre de Jesucristo tiene poder.
知恵なる神様イエスの皆によって癒してください。
DCEM was established to support Dr. Yonggi Cho's overseas ministry. Bethesda Christian University has received approval from the U.S. Department of Education. Church Growth International is organized by 18,000 church leaders from 180 countries around the world. NGO Good People International, Full Gospel Missions send 700 missionaries to 63 countries. We are preaching the gospel and love to people around the world that have been gripped by disaster, starvation, disease, and superstition. The fast-growing Yoido Full Gospel Church had a turning point in 2008. Dr. Yonggi Cho transferred the torch of the Holy Spirit ministry from the past 50 years to Dr. Lee Young-hoon. The most democratic process of transferring church leadership in the world's largest church became an exemplary model for other Korean churches. Dr. Lee Young-hoon, the second senior pastor of the Yoido Full Gospel Church, is a theologian and pastor who has organized full gospel theology systematically and is equipped with intellect and spirituality. Dr. Lee Young-hoon is a CEO pastor who has overcome many difficulties and accomplished church growth in his ministry in the U.S. and Japan through serving in prayer.
잠자고 있는 전 세계 교회를 깨우시기 위해서
Dr. Lee Young-hoon emphasizes the core of the Holy Spirit movement, prayer and evangelism, according to his mentor, Dr. Yonggi Cho. His first step for the restoration of spiritual power of the full gospel was the early morning prayer meetings of 12 baskets, quarterly. 300,000 people attend the early morning prayer meetings of 12 baskets to begin a new morning in Korea through the fire of prayer. His second step was the Festival of Happiness of New Life. During the Festival of Happiness of New Life, 12,600 people accepted Christ. During the last 3 years, Dr. Lee Young-hoon has concentrated on the restoration of spirituality on the basis of the ministry of hope, serving, and sharing. As a result, 19,400 people have registered as new church members. This is leading our church to become more fruitful and secure growth.
May the Lord richly bless all of you. Jesus Christ Center, only cross-centered movement. Lord, all the glory to you.
All diseases and sickness come out.
Всякой немощи и болезни уйти вон.
We need the wind of the Holy Spirit.
The Yoido Full Gospel Church, representative of Korean churches, has spread the Holy Spirit movement around the world. Dr. Lee Young-hoon, the second senior pastor of the world's largest church, will lead the growth and development of our church according to the faith and ministry of Dr. Yonggi Cho, the founder of the Yoido Full Gospel Church.